So enigmatic and charismatic, gotta live static, gotta get at it, never pragmatic, cause we live tragic. I can't live average, to be alive's magic. Turn it up in the back cause I'm grabbing everything I want, get in my way and I'm stabbing. I'll be moving crowds till I'm 6 feet napping. They need another fix, hooked on like an addict. I got my eyes on the prize and it's changing lives. I wanna live till I die, make a difference, right? I wanna give those in need a reason to fight. I wanna live every day like it's my last night. I wanna change how we play the game, rearrange all the pieces till they say my name, push an agenda against doing what they say. I wanna stand up and start a revolution. I wanna 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 start a revolution. Till I'm daisies. I'm on top now while we kissing babies. Call me out president, boss tool, hate me. I'ma trust my gut, you don't face me. I'ma give my blood, don't save me. Damn it, step over enough, still chasing every single trick that I passed since I was 18. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution.
Breaking news out of Placer County. 16-year-old Kylie Rodney.
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 Kylie Rodney is
Kylie Rodney.
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 Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
Kylie Rodney.
What is good, Miss Lala in the house? Wait, why is this still playing?
Up, guys?
Baby, I
Can't
missed
really
you.
see chat. I missed you too. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been catching a lot of replays.
Look, do you see how slow I've been on like doing stuff on here? It's just look, y'all, I've been busy behind the scenes. Like, I'm really trying to lay out a chronological timeline, and there's just, for people that say like they're like the information is just basic, cut and dry. It's really not. Like, there's so much information, and then taking the time, like Miss Lala, like I have been going in the public Discord, and you can vouch for this. Daisy May, that was a baby that I wanted to create for her. It became a headache for her. Like, there is so much information between, what do I got, 4 Discords right now?
Yeah, I'm
running out of folders.
I couldn't be honest and tell you the last time I've been in public Discord. And that's just
Girl,
because it overwhelms me, and it
it
takes
is
a lot to overwhelm me.
overwhelming. Like I'm going through, like trying to go through and find the rough information. Like there's information in there that people have thrown in there that I never even bothered making the connection. Like, but
Right.
I'm also not the type of person that will just take somebody's word for it. Like I have to do my own research
Right.
before I would ever put it on my channel. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'm still not claiming it as fact. You know what I mean?
Fuck
This
no.
is just a peer review of a bunch of people that see or notice the same things that all of us do. You know? That's
Yep.
all. That's all. That's all we're doing. I ain't
That's
claiming nothing as
exactly
fact.
it.
Look, law enforcement can't even claim anything as fact. Come on, y'all. That last known photo of not Kylie, the puppet cup picture, like that, if that's not an evidence of some sort, something wrong, you know?
Yes, definitely.
And
I
like the
will
more
also
go ahead.
go ahead. Oh no. I was gonna say
I miss
I
you.
have also just been digging super deep into the Sebastian Rogers case. Like
Dude,
this
that
one,
is
and I've been rocking T-Rev. Like I go to bed with T-Rev.
look, me too.
Not like that,
I do.
but
I throw him on and I just do my dishes or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
sometimes I just read and listen to him.
Yep. I lay here and just listen to T-Rev, and like I'll mess around and go listen to Dolly's crazy ass over there because he's funny. He's crazy. But I
Look,
mean, like I like the Southern in him. He's just silly. But but like he brings a little bit of entertainment to such a harsh thing. But this case
absolutely.
has got me. It's just
I don't
can't-
understand it, honey. I don't understand it.
It doesn't. And I just I don't know. This one, I haven't had a case since Kylie catch me like this one, where I'm like, I can't stop as soon as I wake up opening and seeing if there's any updates.
It's just with
Like-
him, and it makes me sad to even think about, and I'm just waiting for them to deliver the news. I don't think he's here. I don't
either. I don't either.
think he was trafficked. I don't think
No.
that. I think a family member knows though.
Oh,
what's
I do
going
too.
on. You
Oh,
know,
I do too.
and I
I
ain't
do
doing no
too.
finger pointing, but I tell you what.
I think that LE could clear a lot of things up if they just came out and said a couple sweet things, a couple short things, like, do you have video proof that he made it back home after Texas Roadhouse? If you can do that, that would clear up a lot of speculations on did he go missing after Texas Roadhouse?
Because
And
isn't them pictures of that meal supposed to be from then too?
it's not. That's a meal from like a month or so before that.
Well, shit, we have
And
a
the
problem
only-
because that ain't
and the
filling
only
in gaps
proof-
of a timeline. It's just
the
like
only
Kylie.
proof of
There's
life
no
that
timeline.
the only proof of life that his
No proof of
biological
life.
dad has seen is him walking out of Texas Roadhouse. But they're saying that they have proof of him taking the garbage out. Well, was that before or after Texas Roadhouse? You know what I'm saying? Like you could clear a lot of things up with just a couple little things. Yeah, but it's TBI. It's it's Tennessee. You know, they be fucking up kids out there left and right and just letting them all wander out for years.
Look, when you showed me that
Oh,
they
it was
got
like, oh my god.
11 kids, but when you think about the statistics of how many kids are actually missing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
11 isn't nothing. I mean, thank goodness for those 11 kids, but those are probably kids that just came home on their own free will, in my opinion.
No. They found them in like a camp thing.
What?
It was like a compound thing or whatever. TBI's been doing like this sting. It was
I didn't see any of
Operation
them articles, but then again, I didn't like
it was Operation Boots.
reading so many different things.
Boots
It's all
something?
blurring together. I need to chill out. Like I think I need to put this book down. This book I've been reading is heavy.
Ugh,
Heavy.
what
I
is
can
it?
only read a couple pages at a time, and then I gotta go think about it. You know,
Yeah.
it's just the reality of the world we live in, with the stuff going on in all these other countries that we're funding. Like I'm trying to focus on America. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What's going on here on our land?
Yeah, exactly.
Because all that war that's going on right now, that ain't none of our business. We have no reason funding it. We have no reason.
No
reason. No reason.
No.
Just the money alone that we sent to Ukraine, how much it could have funded in America makes me want to puke.
Yeah, exactly.
How many homeless vets they could have given? They could have given. Listen, every homeless vet right here in America, they could have given $2 million, and it would have been
Right.
like there would be no homelessness, no sickness for vets. $2 million each you could give them. You know,
I seen like something snippet of somebody set himself on fire outside of Trump.
I don't understand why a lot more of our money isn't focused on our children. Like it ain't even focused on America right now. You know what I mean? And that's what just they're doing all of these things. Meanwhile,
for
like
other
the
countries.
the most important thing is our children, our kids.
That would be like me. That would be like me.
Our babies.
Every week,
spelling them every day in every
feeding
state.
Your son every week, feeding Fee. Me going and making sure that Fee had food, and then coming back here and not feeding my kids in my own house.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like that's like the best analogy I got for that. Like, let me go ahead and take care of your kids while my kids are over here starving. Or, our lights are shut off, but let me make sure that your shit's shut on. And I don't even, like not saying I don't know you like that, but I mean,
for our advancements and our technologies, the way that they do all of these printing our kids for what their benefit, like they're keeping track of our kids, but when our kids come up missing, you can't locate them with all the technology you have.
Yeah,
in
all
the
the
world.
technology.
You know,
aliens just be
alone
picking up these damn kids barefoot and stuff. Like, I don't get it.
Look, I think there's a reason why they inserted this whole alien thing into the timeline of the world. I don't fucking know, man.
And then like T-Rev's been backtracking a lot on Trinity Bacchus too, which has been pretty cool listening to him.
I've been going through the Discord and I've been sorting out Trinity stuff because I tell you what, that's another one.
He's been backtracking on like that too. He was like, why are these
the rooftops? And then you see something like Riley Strain and what his mother is doing. She is a fucking rock. You know what I mean?
She could have let that go and said that he, got drunk and tumbled down or whatever, but she didn't.
When you take and you look at other states and then you see so many other states having that same, like, that's how an investigation should play out. You know what I mean?
Correct.
The parents should be able to they want answers. I don't understand how, like, I've been looking at a lot of it's California. It's a California problem.
Look, Tennessee ain't getting no better out there.
It's the politics of it. It's the law. I mean, it's the communities that they're creating. It's the California's got a lot of problems. And you know what? Like, I should be like, fuck California. You know what I mean? It ain't even a state that I live in. But then I see the pattern with all the kids. And that's what keeps me focused on what's going on in California. Predominantly like Placer County, Nevada County, Sac area, like, and then clear up into Reno. And a lot of these kids is trafficking. Like, it is trafficking.
It is. Is that my Craney?
Hi,
Crane. I miss you, boo.
I miss you.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry I'm late.
It's
Hello,
cool. You ain't
everybody.
miss nothing.
Look.
We just chit-chatting.
I came up right when Shannon was saying something about fuck California. Excuse my language.
Not
Sorry.
paying to live there. Like, their laws are telling their children, and I love what Bonta is doing. I want to see more initiative, more people fucking donating to him, backing him, and what he's doing.
I have no idea what's going on, so I'm going to mute and listen.
No, bro, no.
I have no idea about
this.
this.
You right in the conversation. It's all right.
Neither do I really, but I'm just here for it right
I'm
now.
like, who's Balta?
Bonta.
I don't know.
Bonta, you don't know who he is, what he's doing for California?
Nope, sure don't.
Oh, he's passing so much legislation. He's passing so many. Isn't he a governor?
Hold on, time out. Wait. Time out. Did you see? Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong, please. And everybody, please correct me if I'm wrong. But did you see where they put a ban on trafficking? Like a
you see the laws that are coming forward.
But no, wait. Did you see where they were like, "Oh, we want to put this out there to stop trafficking," and somebody put a ban on that or something?
They're trying.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, like what the fuck? Actually, Like, what in the actual fuck, dude?
That's Vonta back.
You want to stop
this
somebody
this
from
what he's
trafficking
doing
people?
right now is look, the way
Sam,
he's
did you
going
have him in a
about
short?
compensation, huh?
Did you play a short from this person or no?
No,
No.
I didn't. No,
No.
we're just chit chatting. I
No,
ain't
we're
done
just
shit.
chit-chatting.
Look, let's all be
No,
smart.
who, like, did you cover this person in one of your shorts? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've been throwing like
Him
the
speaking.
bill he just passed, which
Okay, I know
will
who you're talking about.
represent victims. Okay, so victims can go after corporations, which means anything that's an LLC, whether you're, I don't know, like a private investigation firm, real estate, any of these things. Like, if a victim is at play here with some, like, the victim compensation for the family is he said, look, it was on the fine was $10,000. Okay, you hear me? Corporations that are have their victims, like, they're only compensating people $10,000 on a, I mean, that's even a life loss claim. They were only getting fined $10,000.
That's insane.
But he wants to up it substantially,
Good.
closer to like $250,000.
I'm just like, who is trying to?
And it comes with sentences in jail, which that's what it should be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. California do be doing some crazy shit out there that I don't understand,
Mhm.
man. Like I got old Grady Judd out here,
there
and I got
needs to be
DeSantis. They're good
more
out here.
Californian-based advocates against this stuff. Like, it's crazy that you have to keep taking it to their legislature, and you have to keep taking it to their governors, and you know what I mean, like their representatives. Like
who is saying, oh, let's ban this and let's just say it's okay for trafficking? Like, what the fuck? Like, you you put your legal name on that when you sign that? What?
She said you put your legal
Like, your regal name? Like, hey, I'm still for all the trafficking. Like, what the fuck? Like, no.
I don't know how anybody could
That's
sign.
gonna get clipped. Oh my god, that's so gonna get clipped. I can see that now.
It's all good, girl.
It's cool. It's whatever.
Dude, this article though. Have y'all read this yet?
No.
Look, this was
gonna get
dropped.
clipped.
She said it is.
I'm sorry. I'm not with it. I'm gonna mute. That's why I scrolled out. I'm trying to talk in chat, and then then I hear Lala saying that.
So y'all want something new, and y'all know that this is what, like, in our part of Discord. Look, I let people just do what they want in the folders. I let people have conversations when someone asks me or I notice something. I'm like, ooh, let me throw this little bit, because people ask questions, and when someone asks, hey, do you got a picture of this? And everybody's like, boom, 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 boom. I like how it plays out, you know? This article was written April 16th of this year. It's a 5-minute read. Y'all want to check it out? It's titled, The Car That Wasn't There. If the images from the Tahoe Donner Firewatch camera are reliable, we can virtually prove that Kylie Rodney's CRV did not enter Prosser Reservoir on the night of Prosser party. This is assuming that Kylie was there to begin with, but that is another matter altogether. So let's go through the steps I took to get to this conclusion. Dude, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful article. Not long after Kylie Rodney's CRV was discovered in Prosser Reservoir by Doug Bishop, Nick Wren, and the rest of the AW team, many people began to wonder if the car was placed there after the official searches had concluded. There were at least 3 agencies, including CHP and the FBI, who searched the reservoir up and down multiple times. There's enough evidence to show that it was a thorough search. There is no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Exactly.
There's no way. With the data we have, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Okay? They used all the right tools, and Kylie's car was discovered in an area which wasn't that deep. If the car was there, it would have been found. The only sensible conclusion we can make is that Kylie's car was not in Prosser until after August 17th.
And who wrote this?
Kareem.
Oh, that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Steve Fisher, a PI, shot aerial drone footage on Saturday, August 20th. Actually, it was the 18th, wasn't it? 19th. Okay. The car may not be visible in this footage. If so, this means that the car was probably put into Prosser Reservoir between the 17th and the 20th. Look, there's really good research done behind this article. There really is. Okay. This is a post from SF Investigates.
This is amazing.
Okay. I looked through footage I shot Saturday afternoon at Prosser. Footage I had not uploaded yet. Like, what? I'm sorry. He's like a kid in a candy store. If you're going to go shoot drone footage, the first thing you're going to do when you walk away from that is check it out. That's my opinion on that. If you're,
yeah,
you know
of course,
what I mean?
if you think there's a missing.
Yes, you're an investigator and you're like,
right.
oh, I'll just check that.
If you're looking for something, you would think.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be just me too, though.
And just the way that he writes this is just really fucking weird. You know, very weird. I'm sorry, Steve. It's weird.
It looks like it was planned.
Let's just listen to his wording. His wording, okay? Footage I had not uploaded yet. To think I was just feet from her. Look at you, some Podesta vibes.
Wow.
Thankfully, AWP would find her 18 hours later.
That was probably tough for him to type that last sentence.
Thankfully, AWP.
So, I mean, in other words, he... no. He's trying to put out there, I found the car first. I forgot to download it and look at it, y'all. But thankfully, AWP came in and saved the day. Otherwise, I would have been saving it, the next day.
Okay. He turned himself in new shit, too. He be pissing me off. He in this new case, too. I'm like, you better get sus fuck out of there because he gonna fuck that shit all up. Y'all ain't never gonna know what happened.
Shan knows my opinions on why I feel like he is inserted himself into specific cases.
And you know what's really crazy?
Interesting.
You know how he was so quick to just put everything out there? Like, it's really weird, the fire cam and all that, that he put out. Anyway, we're going to get to that in a minute.
I don't know. I feel like it's hired in to steer a certain narrative, possibly, in my opinion.
Of course.
Find it odd.
It's just weird. You know what I mean? This guy that every time he has a little piece of information, you got to hurry up and suck his own dick and put it out on the internet. Remember, like everywhere, all over X,
Yep. But it's not only that.
And he waited.
The specific cases he's involved in.
August 25th to post this. Are you? No, sir.
And then he allegedly had the fire cam footage. Didn't he allegedly have that fire cam footage, Shan?
Yeah.
And he held on to that too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to give this.
Look, watching between the Alder Hill and the Donner footage, there's two different things going on. And looking at that timestamp and comparing it to all the other footage before it never has two timestamps and two dates on it. It's really short. Like that whole something fucky's going on.
But my point is that you're telling me he had this drone footage, or I'm sorry, his words, he had this drone footage and, didn't accidentally on purpose look at it. And then he also accidentally on purpose had this fire cam footage, right? That he didn't accidentally on purpose release until later and said, I'm just going to put it out there since, Ellie's not saying anything. Do you see a trend?
Yeah.
Do you see my pattern of what I'm trying to say? I'm just, in my opinion, the way he moves looks calculated for a reason.
Yeah, it's very shifty.
Sorry, SF, if you're listening, if it's not meant to be that way, I don't know. You might want to investigate how a PI moves.
Yeah. The way his moves are very just right front and center in every single case.
That's not really how a PI operates.
I'm not like
shifty,
Outcast.
Shady.
I don't like the way you move.
I don't know. You can see his moves. Tell me.
La.
Look, if you see the way this man moves, put a 1 in chat. Put a fireball in chat. Shoot, Seriously.
Lala's dropping quotes. That goes in the one-liner folder.
Boy, someone better type it out because I'll forget.
I already did. Just kidding. No, but for real, guys. I mean, let's just sit back and just take a look at the big picture here. This gentleman makes calculated moves that are swift.
There are so many people around this place that have calculated moves.
I know. I wonder why.
It's weird. It's the weirdest fucking case that I've ever seen. And I can't stop talking about it. I don't know. Like, and then like, listen, y'all.
They're
I'm
all
just going to
sitting back with
say
their
it because
popcorn
this
in their
is where
pot.
I'm at right now. Look, I'm going back to a part of Discord where everybody's like posting all of David Robertson, old Pap's fucking thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's like yelling at people about spelling her name wrong, but at the end of every time he says that this is Kylie's Pap, he spells her name wrong. And everyone,
what? Where is this?
And then like
beginning,
like he gets all feisty and shit. I don't even know if it's really him. That's what's crazy.
I think that's a troll account.
The more
I
read it, the more I don't know. He's all like, "Why don't you come to Truckee? You know, take the first bus."
No
way. I just don't see Pap talking like that. You know what I mean? Sound like
you're talking about the David Robertson account. Doesn't it have like a dog or something? And he spells her middle name with an.
Check the private Discord because I've just been narrowing stuff down in the private public stuff. It's either in the main chat or in my folder.
I think. Didn't we have? Didn't we have a screenshot?
This whole case is crazy, man.
Of him.
Everybody in this case is just blows my mind. What?
Shan, didn't we have? Don't we have a screenshot of that account though? Talking to someone, no, like 10 years ago. And he is yeah, we do. He is commenting under one of the YouTube videos where Kylie is performing, and he spells her middle name.
Yeah,
wrong.
This is like 10,
I remember that.
Years ago, guys.
I remember that one.
So explain that.
Oh, is it that no means no video? I hope.
Yes.
I hope.
Why is he saying her middle name was M-A-I and not E, like the media and what we've been told?
No,
why was he spelling it wrong?
with the E and it's with an I.
Oh yes.
Sorry. Oh no. He could just be old and be making mistakes. Who knows? You know.
Or like spell check or whatever.
They try to paint these people like they just came out of a mountain and don't know how to use. Like they don't know how to use the internet or spell or anything. You know what I mean? It's just so sad. It feels like people impersonated people in this case, or I don't know.
He left that comment. That was him 10, 15 years ago. It wigs me out.
Look,
he's spelling her middle name wrong.
Everything on the internet feels fake. I'm sorry, but it does.
It does. That's my point.
Some of the information does have solid ground, but still, you know what I mean? I don't trust the internet. I don't trust people's words for things, but there is a lot of information out there that resonates with me, you know?
You're right.
But look, just look, if that's the Pap, he is one feisty motherfucker. Like he's telling people to get on buses and come on down to Truckee. We'll have a little chit chat in the sheriff's office. That's what he said.
You're gonna have to show these to me, Shan.
What? It's in this. I put it in Discord today. I was cracking the fuck up going through the public Discord. You know.
I remember seeing him comment. Dude, I think it was in on one of Harsh Reality's videos. Stuff.
Look, I'm having a good time in the public Discord. Some of y'all need to come back to Discord because, like, there's some people I wish they would keep chit chatting because some of the things they've put in Discord were like, yeah, that's what's up. And I see what Kareem has paid attention to, the information that I'm glad he focused on the fire cams because look, there's some weird shit going on. You're telling me 2 cars went in the water and a collision happened all on this one fire cam, and none of that happens at the other fire cam that's actually shooting at the same time. It just they don't match up.
They fed us a bunch of BS.
And it's really weird because like if you look at the Donner cam, okay, most of it is only one single time stamp with one single date. Then when you look at Alder Hills, it's just for that one chunk of the night, for whatever, like that one chunk of it magically going and looking at Prosser. I don't know what's going on with that camera. It's like they purposely turned it there. I don't know what's going on there. But I'm on.
Well, they needed something to go along with their accident theory, right?
I just don't understand.
Accidentally throw herself into the water 40, 50, 60 feet out.
The media never even spoke on it. Law enforcement didn't speak on it, okay? Right. But then we get this one chunk of the night that's, oh, look, that old Stephen Fisher put it out there, you know?
And right before that, remember what happened?
And
we all of a sudden had someone on the internet saying that they had a witness. Remember? It like all was like played together, like it kind of was. Like,
it all came out at the same fucking time.
Crazy how that happened. Yeah, what a coincidence.
Sure is.
All of a sudden, I had a witness. Then some people had the interview or whatever, the recorded conversation. Got to wait till you hear this, and then what? The next day later, there's the fire cam drop, right?
Yeah, right.
And that's so weird, guys.
So crazy,
man. What a lot of coincidences in this case.
It really is.
Good. Woo. Man.
All right, we gonna think again.
Yes, let's
Last
think again.
year I had an idea about the images from the Alder Hill fire watch camera. I suspected that the nighttime frames did not correctly align with the daytime frames. This has serious implications, and it does. It causes when in graphic design, or it would be pixel shift is what it is, okay? Okay. Mm-hmm. Because so many people dropped this case due to the Alder Hill images. And it's weird. They were like, oh, accidental drowning, not like the ethanol levels are equivalent to her decomposing for almost, 2 weeks.
That was so heartbreaking and just frustrating when so many creators just dropped this case when that fire cam footage came out.
Yeah, and then like they didn't finish watching the rest of it. And if you keep watching it, look, if we're going to base it upon what you think you're seeing, 2 cars go in the water and a full-on head-on collision happens at 147. Okay.
Not only that,
at 12:33:22 that a car goes in the water, and then at 12:51, 16, 17, 18, somewhere around there, another car goes in the water, and then at 1:47, don't know the milliseconds or anything like that. Like you could see cars, boom, and another car, fucking something like How many accident overlays do we have here? What's going on? Why are there 2 dates, 2 times? Like,
well, just the fact that they're true crime creators, you're covering that area, and then you get these fire cams and you just drop the case. Like, you don't even investigate. Like, first of all, that fire cam footage would never hold up in court of law anyway. We all know this.
The way he wrote this is incredible.
Anything. But nonetheless, my point is that was very sad, Shannon. I know and they also didn't do their own due diligence. They didn't look at the times, notice that there was a bunch of cars around Kylie's alleged car that went in, things like that. It was just a horrible moment for all these people just to drop the case.
Yep. He wrote this so well.
Being true crime. Sorry, I'm going off in a tangent.
It's okay. Get it, girl. I feel you. I don't disagree at all.
It was very disappointing. And again, you're covering true crime, and you have these people that are just dropping this footage saying it's legit and buying their word for it. LE's not even involved. It was sad. It was sad to see. I unfollowed a lot of channels after that. So
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, moving right along. I'm sorry. I'm sure everybody agrees.
He says the conclusion among many commentators was that Alder Hill proved that Kylie's car entered the reservoir at 33 on August 6. They put the story to bed. This is journalism right here. Beautifully written.
Yeah, it is.
Just would do like when you, I bless him. If this imagery was improperly interpreted, this should be rectified as soon as possible. I did notice a small alignment issue between day and night images, which he's not wrong. And I did some preliminary work on trying to align them. What I was seeing showed that the object seemed like Kylie's car was someone else's car. Okay. I did show this to a few people privately and they all agreed. However, I noticed a mistake and I decided to publish it later after I had fixed the issue. But I don't think it's relevant anymore. It actually is, sir. Because the Tahoe Donner images seem to be much more reliable, as I will show. He's not wrong.
Huh?
And they can't blame it on film shake, like none, they just can't. So some months ago, I had downloaded a bunch of frames from the Tahoe Donner Firewatch camera, which he lists all his sources. Good for him. Okay. I've done the same thing. I don't disagree with him. That's why I put video out there playing the Tahoe. So I say there's like literally, technically, there's 2 different versions of Alder Hill and a Donner camera, and none of them align. None of them. Okay. I did not get the memo about this camera before then. He's being truthful. He came into Discord later, and the information just unfolded in there. He's done a lot of the work himself. In any case, I decided to check these images and I overlaid a nighttime frame over a daytime frame. There is a little bit of frame float with the Axis cameras, probably due to the camera's mounting mechanism. But the alignment seems pretty good otherwise. There is one problem. These Axis cameras are not properly set up. When the light levels get too low, the camera has to switch to color and black and white because it goes to a form of, it's infrared is what it is. That's why if you notice when it's black and white, you can see the flash in the inside of the lens and you can actually see the camera itself. Is because infrared pulses when it's in black and white. This is by design, and if you look through the frames, which are separated by 2 seconds each, and they are, and that's even like the fire cam, putting it together as a video, you'll see the every 2 seconds there's a frame. So it's not, 30 or 60 frames per.
Right. Right.
There's a frame in between each one missing, so it's kind of like a stop film. Stop motion. Okay, you can pinpoint the exact moment when the switch occurs, which you can. Like if you go picture to picture, which we've done that on lives numerous times. I know it gets boring, but it's just things you need to pay attention to. Okay. The problem is when the light levels get too low, there is not enough contrast in the scene, and the camera doesn't know what to focus on because it's designed for fire. So it defaults to the closest focus instead of infinity. Correct. This autofocus problem is very annoying because it makes it difficult to precisely align any 2 frames, not to mention the fact the light sources become blobs instead of points. That matters because if a light source is too faint to form a blob, it won't be picked up by the camera sensors. Despite all of this, I have managed to find something meaningful. I won't focus on the Alder Hill camera too much. I wrote a blog post, which I will copy the link and put it in chat for that one. Okay. And then here is the link to the article I'm reading right now. Okay. But just for context, here is apparently the last few seconds of light from Kylie Rodney's CRV in Prosser Reservoir, according to Alder Hill. And you see this faint little spot over here. I notice it most in the mountains. You could see the pixel shift with the mountains because of the trees. That's where you notice them. You can notice them in this real high bright issue area here too. Anyway, okay. Okay, and this is allegedly the last moments of Kylie's car overlaid with an image from earlier in the day. And that's the thing is I zoomed in on this bitch 1,600 times to try to get the pixels to align like the mountainside. And there's a pixel shift. You can't get it to perfectly align. You can't. No 2 frames really line up.
It's true.
It was this series of images which led to so many people declaring that Kylie's case is closed. Okay. Again, in my opinion, and in the opinion of many others, Kylie's car was not in the reservoir until after August 17th, when the searches stopped. This is very much a leap of faith because I personally do not believe that the Alder Hill frames are manipulated. I don't think the frames are manipulated. I think the footer is. Okay, he just says, I just think that there is an alignment issue, which there is. And when you align it to where it's supposed to be, when you see the pixel shift and where the headlights are actually at, it backs up my theory. Okay. Perhaps it's partly due to the wind, or perhaps the unit has a lens which changes perspective between near focus and infinity. That could be it. It could. That's a pan. It's an axis. It has pan tilt, and that's probably why it. Yeah, because of it's the focus. Yeah, and you'll see it do it in the frames if you watch the frames. Okay. Now let's look at a daytime frame from the Tahoe Donner camera. If you guys want to see this play out in real time, like 8 months to a year ago, I put a video out, the Tahoe Donner camera, and it's in real time. Go take a look, because it's totally different than
what was put out.
Yeah, and then the daytime one with this car that just stays parked on this shore for an awful long time, and then it goes away, and then it comes back. It's odd. And that's the thing, is like, even this footage, like, you can't prove who it is or what vehicle it is or any of that. You know what I mean? That part of it means nothing. But disproving that fire cam footage, which, I mean, SF's the only one that put it out there. Law enforcement didn't. The media didn't say anything on it. It really bothers me. Like, it really bothers me that the C. John has his date of July 30th, time 12:48. And then that's what doesn't make sense. And then it's approved by Nevada Seismo Labs on August 5th, 2022. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if this is his punch in for the week. Whoever this is, like, I really wish they would clarify why this date timestamp is. If anybody knows how to read why this camera would have 2 different timestamps and then a later date, it's odd that this is July 30th time. You know what I mean? Anyway, okay? Here's the same view, but at night, supposedly just as the car's sinking into the bottom of the reservoir, okay? See? So, this is... See, That's a car on a... You could see it clearly on the beach there. This is daytime, though. So if you focus, like, on this part right here... See, there's cars across. There's one here and one here. So are these 2 different fires? Here. Yeah, because that's that fire from this angle. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at various things. Okay, how good is the alignment between these 2 frames over 7 hours apart? Let's overlay them to see. And I mean, if this is the same timestamp, okay, and this is Donner, it does not show a car in the water. This car is parked on... See what I'm saying? It's not in the water. It's not in the water. And that's Donner. Car's not in the water. Anyway, these would be much easier to align if the camera had retained infinity focus. Anyway, as far as I can tell, the alignment is very close. Good enough to try and draw a conclusion. That is up to you to decide. Now we will put a crosshair over the defocused light in the night frame, which is supposedly Kylie's car. We will be as precise as we can, given the vague nature of defocused highlights. Okay. And here's the crosshair of where the lights would be. And you can actually see, okay, This is the day and night. And he put crosshairs here, so you can actually zoom in on these. You can go in, you can look for yourself. Now we remove the night frame and put a little dot in the center of the crosshairs and overlay that on the daytime frame, which he does here, which is still on. There's, looks like a vehicle here too. Huh. Anyway, now a crop from the region we might call the Little Peninsula, the last point that Kylie's car supposedly touched land. You see where this is at? It's right where that police tape was. Remember? I think something, I don't know. I'd like to know what happened here. Is this the point at which Kylie's phone was hard shut off? Because that's is as much on land as was in water, right? And that wasn't that when you do the GPS coordinates, isn't that what it is? And that's why they had that that little taped off there.
The little square.
And it's kind of weird when you use the Donner cameras. Anyway, if we sharpen and saturate the image as best we can, it's evident that the green dot sits on land, not water, which this looks like by the bush to me.
Yeah.
To the best of my knowledge and to the best of my visual perception, that green dot, which is the center of the light blob, which is supposedly the point at which Kylie's car sank, appears right at the tip of the Little Peninsula, perhaps due to alignment issues. It's a little bit further back from the water, but it appears to be on land, not water. If all of this is accurate and correctly done, then we can conclude that we have virtual proof that Kylie's car did not enter Prosser Reservoir on the night of Prosser Party. And it follows that Kylie's car must have been dumped into the reservoir after police searches ended, but before AWP arrived.
Yep.
So well written. This evidence matches very well with the fact that CHP, FBI, and local police did not find any car in Prosser. The flight paths, them letting us know that they did ROV. Yeah, that's more evidence. Anyway, if it was there, they would have found it.
It's not just those agencies. There was so many other ones.
So many.
Yes, yeah,
That's what
private.
I was just trying to
and
say
that's
in
the insane thing is they have so many private people.
Yes. And they had, and here's my thing real quick, and then I'll mute again. They had technology. You've covered this so many times, Shan.
Yes.
That was way advanced than what AWP freaking had. Okay, the media is they're the ones that spun it and made it sound like AWP had like special technology. If you go back and listen to their clips, most of them acted like they did. They found her with sonar. And those agencies that were there had ROVs, just like Shan was saying.
A fish finder, though.
Yes, that's my point.
Like, it's not even regular sonar. You know what I mean? Like, that's
the chances of all those agencies missing her car with that kind of equipment is like someone getting struck by lightning. I'm not kidding. Unless they are all involved in a huge psyop. That is the only way. I cannot see 50. How many agents, just let alone in the FBI they had, including we've got the National Guard there. We've got Homeland Security. You know, I'm sorry, there is no way all those people were in on
the
a
number
cover-up.
of agencies involved.
They didn't all miss her car.
It's almost like information was withheld from certain, and I'm glad that people still talk about Kylie, that they still put the information out there, that they still talk about things that are important. You know?
The chance of her car going in the water that night, again, are like someone getting struck by lightning.
Yeah.
really, the odds of all those agencies, all these people, all that equipment, and here comes AWP with Fish Finder. You guys.
You're talking side sonar. You know what I mean?
There's
it's
us
good for
otherwise.
fish, yes, and yes, you can if you tilt it a certain way. Yes, you can see what's LiDAR, the FLIR, the MAD systems. Yes, thank
they
you.
had
Ninja.
all that.
Thank you. Yes,
that's exactly what I'm trying to say. They
can't
did
see
not
that-
miss her car. She was
like
not
you're
there.
talking Civil Air Patrol.
You're talking
You know
all
what I mean?
of that failed.
Exactly. The military was there. I'm trying to say
All of that
they didn't miss it. It was not there.
No. You
It's
can't.
clear as day. Like,
And
one
that's
piece of
Mr. Kramer.
they can't release that information because it proves it.
one piece of equipment, maybe,
Corn
but
cream.
19 different agencies and all of their equipment. It just doesn't fucking make no sense.
Not only the fact that when AWP found her and she was 14 feet deep at the deepest, which probably when they were looking, it was 16 feet at the deepest part.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's 14 and 10 feet, okay? 14
you could
and
ride
9
a kayak
feet, okay?
over
Add
it
5
and
more
see
feet
it.
on top of that, like 19 feet and 14. That's still like, I'm sorry, but the scans that y'all did, you had divers right on top of it. You're telling what? Look, and the more I keep hearing about this fisherman that was right there to stop people from going because he was fishing there, they didn't like. Did y'all hear that story? Because damn, I went down that one too.
Please tell me someone was out in the middle of the reservoir and said people couldn't come close or something. Is this what you're gonna tell me? Because that would just be great.
That's icing on the cake.
Like they're protecting a certain area of the area of reservoir.
Yeah, like there are locals out there. Like Verna had this one lady that found the Truly can. You remember all that shit? And she bagged it. She was one of the divers there.
Who was the diver?
I don't know. Nobody. And that's the thing is like this clip that I heard today that I got to make a short from it because it's Verna talking on off the cuff, dude.
Tell us about who there was a local. I'm sorry, I kind of went on.
There was a local. There are people that went diving that kept saying that there was this like white truck parked there. You remember that? And there was
another
guy
white
there.
truck. Another white truck.
No, it's I think it might be the same white truck. Okay.
Oh, that one for forensics.
Allegedly, there was a fisherman that was there that kept that nobody wanted to disturb his fishing.
Yeah, because that's what people do.
I guess how the story goes, you know.
To look for a missing girl.
Say that again.
Say
that again.
What?
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Like nobody wants to disturb the Morton Salt guy in the fucking boat fishing to find a fucking girl that's missing. Don't mess with him over there.
Remember when they first went there? AWP first went there. There was like the old couple fishing under the little umbrella. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
They have spies out there for sure watching.
I don't know what's going on. But it's some fishery. Yeah.
They're on the shore. They're on the shore going. All the people are like, "Nah, you're too cold. You're too cold. Oh shit, don't warm it up. It's hot. Oh, you're hot. You're hot." Like, yeah,
that was their job.
Fucking dumb.
Part of the community. Hey.
But my question is why doesn't the Alder Hill, like he says here, the only question is why the Alder Hill images do not quite tell the same story.
Duh.
Good question.
Because the math don't math.
None of it does.
2 + 2 damn sure don't equal 3 out in fucking Truckee. It equals fucked up.
Look, what he says here, I can't believe he said it, but I'm gonna read it. Fuck it. The questions that remain is how did Kylie die? When did she die? Where did she die? And where was her body kept? Okay.
Yes.
Because if you look at all the evidence there, okay,
nothing can
what
answer
evidence that is there? We have no evidence that she was at Prosser party. None. Where's the picture? Show me last proof of life of Kylie, because you have no pictures of Kylie to release to the media, which is kind of fucking odd, y'all. Okay,
just slightly.
And then the girl that's running this case, taking all the tips, is also the girl that y'all used as the last known picture of a screen of not Kylie. What kind of like? bamboozled ass shit is that? Okay. It is further concerning that we have no evidence that Kylie was alive before the morning of Friday the 5th. All we have are people's words for it. I ain't taking nobody's word for it because the evidence that y'all have given us, the proof that Kylie had no water in her lungs, the information that was brought out in the very beginning that y'all wanted to hush it all up, made it all go away, swept it off the internet, that type of shit that people did catch. It's not gonna look really good that all that information they can go look and see that it's not searchable to normal people. And I really hope in this case that it's the FBI made sure that that was done to do some justice for this little girl. That's what I hope. Because if not, I would like to know the names of the FBI agents that helped investigate the Kylie Rodney case. Just the names of them. That should be able to be FOIA'd, but they won't release information like that. Why is that? Why is that?
Why is it still not open?
Yeah, exactly. Like my thing is why does everybody keep screaming, get over it, it's an accident? Well, if it's an accident, then tell them to
look. They're like, leave the family alone. So you leave the family alone and you focus on the law enforcement and the people that took an oath to protect and serve, and then they start making weird ass accounts about you.
Right. But it's like, but the thing
like
is like if it's
shit about it.
If it's really an accident, which it's not, but let's just, humor these dumbasses for a minute and say that's what it is, then tell your fucking people to release our FOIAs and get us what we're asking for.
Yeah.
And so
instead of bitching at us, by law, FOIA should be,
go to your law enforcement and
look,
demand
if the case is closed,
strong,
then these people that think the case is closed need to show us how the case got closed, because there ain't even nothing that goes from A to B to Z.
Yeah, we can show you how it's not, but you can't show us how it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean,
that's weird. And instead of them showing us, do you see the weird fucky ass shit they do?
Attacking.
Yes.
Yeah, they attack you for.
It's just like the upper government.
More to this.
I wonder why.
I wish there was more to this, Cream. This is what so well done.
So good.
So if you guys want to go look at go look for yourself. Don't take our words for it. Go look for yourself. Do your own overlays, and you'll see that something just don't quite align in any of this case. None of it. None of it.
Christine Herman, I'm with you, but I think there's some that we have an idea with that are involved.
Oh yeah.
My theory is that some of them are put up front on purpose to.
Well, I mean, you got to
stand in front of others
she's going to take names to jail. So obviously somebody else, because she even said, she has her gut feeling. Her gut feeling is telling her somebody else must be involved, right?
But of course, we don't know 100% who those people are that they're standing in front of. So they put Sammy and them in front, in front of the media. So we're going to talk about her and them because they put her on the front lines.
It's like when you're watching
she's guilty anyway, too.
Like when you're watching.
And then you got Megan out here turning herself to be the armor for Sammy. Yeah, it's weird.
You're watching kids play dodgeball and you got that one kid that's out in the front and they're like, hey, look over here. And they're like waving their air. They're like, look at me, trying to distract you. That's all it is. It's that.
That's exactly what it's been. They put these people up there.
Exactly.
It's all, and they purposely did these loopholes. They purposely put Sammy up there saying that she was the last one to see her alive and talk to her. They lied. In my opinion, they purposely did that. She was not the last one. They know that. They hit all these loopholes. They really did.
They could be
turn people around in circles. I'm sorry, what, Lala?
They could be setting Sam up for failure. Everybody could be going after this little girl, and there ain't nothing wrong with her.
But she's perfect. Look at what her parents do.
Oh, girl, for real. But I'm just saying, like, they could be like, hey, look over here, so you're not looking at this one.
Right.
Really, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Sam's just
and they
front of this shit.
Well, that is part of it. None of them are ever safe.
Of course.
They're never safe.
Of course.
That's a hard life to live. when you're living a lie and you're surrounded by these kind of people, and no matter what,
it's
you
no
have these
wonder why
pacts,
she parties like
think,
she does. Let's
right.
just be honest here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Clearly, you can see why these kids party is because look what this community, look what their own parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you've witnessed YouTubers have breakdowns, you know, that hold this stuff in, guys.
For real.
It's trauma.
For real.
Yep.
And they're never safe. They're always looking behind their shoulder. No matter how high you are, you're at risk.
Yep.
The deadly game.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I seriously do. I know. I pray for these people.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to.
Yep.
But on the other hand, it's obvious, and Kylie deserves her justice, and
she does.
We're not going to stop. So
no. And what happened to Kylie? Like, she's raised so much awareness, like paying attention to all these missing people. Like, I've been going back to even just Kylie's, like the way that it all played out on all these missing persons. Like, and I'm talking about organizations, actual organizations that are for missing and exploited children, and how they didn't none of those people got the limelight to all you could do is go on Facebook and read about it. Like, there was why they don't push these Amber Alerts for these kids. Like, it just,
some of them, in my opinion,
she has
some of them are
opened
part
my
of the
eyes
system.
to a huge failure in the California system.
Yep.
And it's just, California is a whole nother breed from the rest of the United States. Let's just be real here. You know, it's just like Florida man, you know, Florida woman, you know, is a whole different breed from the rest of the world. It really is.
For the last week, though, I've been getting like pop-up news articles just randomly saying about how all these Californians are leaving because they're fed up with their own state.
I don't blame them, dude. I would sell my shit and get the fuck out. There's other places in the United States that look just like
our gov has killed that state. My opinion. Sorry, guys.
Yep.
It's a beautiful place.
It is, and if you see the politics that's in California, that's why California is in shambles.
Yeah.
It's because you got a lot of sicko, pedo, elite, corrupt, deplorable people that have money, power, and pull in that place and allow it to be like that. It's not that it's not that the locals want that. You know what I mean?
That's why so many people are trying to get out of there. You can't even afford to live out there.
No, hell no. And that's the thing is, like, the quicker people leave California and let those type of people all congregate there, you know,
let them all go take.
Let
it fall in the ocean then. All the corruption just stay over there and take that.
Dude, I was watching this one thing about this chick that was brought up in a cult in California, and her pap and shit. What was it on Joe Rogan? Yeah, it was. This lady was smoking a cigar with him and shit, dude.
Really?
Yeah, dude. She was talking about this cult that her pap had created back in the early 1900s.
Where in California?
And
do you remember where in California?
Central California, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I want to say it was towards San Francisco area. Ain't that something? But in this, like, it was weird because he created it, and then, like, all these men claimed celibacy, but only lived with one another, which kind of, I don't think those were priests, you know. Maybe men laying with men, and that's the way she kind of laid it out, was the men were laying with the men. Up until, like, I can't remember if she said he created in the early 1900s, but it wasn't till like 35 years later that they finally allowed the first wedding to happen, because it was a men's only club, you know?
Right.
And just the way she tells her story, if y'all don't follow Joe Rogan, I highly recommend Joe Rogan's experience, because I see why he has the following.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know how that came on my shit, but I'm glad it played, because, like, it just, there's a whole lot of weird shit happening in California. And like you can see it, like I don't know, you could see the hot spots all over the United States, but it's just that type is just a whole different type of breed of it. You know, it's like Epstein Island, and then you think about Maui and what they're doing with Maui, and you go down the rabbit holes with like all of the elitists and powerhouses that own property on Maui, like, and if you just kind of all stack it together, it's just yikes.
It's becoming more obvious, I think, and actually, I know, and it's almost as if their greed has taken over so much they just don't care that it is that obvious. We've gotten to that point where they just don't care.
It's so sad to me that, like, when you look at Riley Strain's case, okay, and how similar, I know it wasn't a car in the water. It's just there's so many similarities with Riley Strain's case that it's crazy to me that everybody's shouting no water in the lungs. But it's like, if you look at Kylie Rodney's case, she has no water in her lungs. Like,
and she was in her trunk.
She was in her trunk. That strap hanging out the back of her car. The fire cams, like between the two fire cams that are running at the same exact time, two totally different stories are being told.
Maybe three, actually.
Yeah.
3 stories.
And then you think about where the police marked off on the shoreline. You think about the FBI and where they first went, what was campsite 4 and the 2 beside. And then you think about their main focus at first was the boat ramp.
Add that.
And in the very beginning, they were claiming that the party was at Prosser Family Campground, that her phone last pinged over there. Like, one fire cam matches that, and then the other fire cam tells the other story of a party happening down by the water, cars going to and fro down at the water. It's very odd.
It's almost like they tried to put all 3 or
match
4
the narratives
scenarios
to the fire cam. I don't know.
Into the fire cam. Like, there was an accident.
What about the car accident that happened at 147? Why ain't nobody talking about that shit?
Or
that's definitely a head-on collision, and it's definitely a car being tossed down the fucking. There she is. You know.
Yep.
It's really crazy how different YouTubers painted narratives that all could align with each individual fire cam angle footage. It's crazy, ain't it? Yeah, there are 4 fire cam versions because the other one matches the narrative that the car pauses and gets kicked into neutral and then rolls on down the hill. Oh, that's crazy.
And somehow, with her windows the way they were,
I hate
she
it
floated all the way out there. Not possible. And first of all, she would have gotten stuck in the mud before she even floated.
Yeah, and none of the fire cams, and that's what's crazy. None of the fire cams depicted her car floating out.
No, just look at the lights go dim.
No, man, that fire cam footage says her car went bloop bloop, and it was in.
Yep.
Which would match windows being down, you know, because that car is going to sink that fast. It really is.
Not all the way out that many feet.
If her car sunk that fast, how's she get in the back of the hatch with no water in her lungs? If she
was chasing an air bubble.
Yeah, that's right. Had to breathe in for that air bubble. That air bubble. That's the craziest shit I've ever
She would have had to breathe in to get the air bubble.
Out, and then they wonder why we keep talking about it. And they say we're the ones desecrating on her name, that we're not letting her rest. But do y'all see how you painted her? She did not look.
Like,
there's not enough ethanol in her system to say that she was falling in holes drunk.
Did she chase the air bubble to poke it with her finger? Because she didn't chase it to inhale it.
I see what you're saying, Lala.
Yeah. Like, the fuck, bro?
You wouldn't be in that kind of condition. You would not be going in the back for an air bubble.
And all this shit, like all the questions she asked. And I still have questions about why that underwater footage has that weird tire rim ass looking thing.
I miss Luthi.
Yep, and that's why some people go with the narrative that it was a fake car.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why we have that going around.
Yeah, and then you got weird ass Jagger out there posting pictures saying that he bought Kylie's car just to troll people. You know?
I mean, he does have her car though. That was her car.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
We have proof of her in that car though.
I mean, we have proof of her in a white car with a sunroof. Yes,
could have been his. We don't know. I don't know. You're right.
But you should check out Discord because there's I found information from the public Discord that you want to check out.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Is it about?
I mean, there is 2 cars in a family. There are 2 CRVs in a family.
There's also another CRV in another family that looks cool.
It's odd because that photo can be tracked to a salvage yard that's at the date around the time that all this. It's crazy. Just go ahead and take a peek-see at that. Yeah. Is that possibly the one Jagger bought? Mm-hmm. 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 Nobody can get a color on it. If we could get a color on that, that would be awesome. We would know for a solid fact if it was white or silver, you know?
Well, in the beginning, they made some mistakes on the posters about the color of the car.
Yeah, and then they scribbled it out and put silver over it with a different font. Remember that?
With the sunroof, without the sunroof.
Yeah.
They didn't know what CRV they're going to have or use.
That's possible because, like. I mean, Sammy's telling us that it's got rims and a sunroof. Mm-hmm. Like the white one would have. Mm-hmm.
And Grandpa just all of a sudden says, find the car.
Find the car, you'll find her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So did they just grab a random car and didn't tell you which one and keep trying to mess with you with different cars? Or did you guys do that? What happened? Why is there so many CRVs in this story from different places?
Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. No, I mean, what does make sense is that shit was fabricated.
I don't know how people can look at this and say that it makes sense.
It doesn't.
Anyone that does has something to hide. I'm just gonna.
The evidence points to something happened.
Or they don't know what they're talking about.
And people are aware that she died in their presence. And what they decided to do just wasn't the right answer. You know? Even if it was just as simply as failure to render aid, you know?
I mean, yeah.
But it's just all the evidence, you know. They tell us about Kylie being in the back of the car, didn't bother to wrap the car. Not once thinking maybe her remains might float out the car. And, I mean, you have helicopters recording it, you know?
Yeah, fucking national.
Her remains could have come out of that vehicle and you didn't think to wrap it. I think you were more concerned to, I don't know, just destroying evidence. That's what you did.
Why they had a belt there. One of the reasons they had a belt.
You know, you literally destroyed evidence. And then furthermore, you have detective divers that are grubbing up steering wheels that have very high potential evidence on it. DNA evidence. She's in there with bare fucking hands. And then another one comes along with bare hands and grubs up on it. No, I'm sorry. It's more than, we didn't see it at this point. Mm-hmm. Because what we see is not good. It all looks like it was accidentally on purpose done.
Yep.
All of it. All of it. Yeah, and multiple people. Yep. Look, Mega, I was going over some of your old posts in Discord, and I tell you what, you got me thinking. You got me really thinking. I'm back in 2022 of Discord. December, to be exact. There's a lot of information in the public Discord. Holy shit. I see why it's called the Encyclopedia of Kylie Rodney, because guacamole. That was over 120 people all at once. It's just squirreling away, dude.
Oh my God.
Like, you don't even know early Discord and how many people just collaborated with one another on information in so many different folders.
It was so insane.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
So
it's a lot.
It was a lot.
I wish we could trust more people to come in than we have right now to get the information and make videos on it and put things together and collaborate. But just the way that some people just come in there to cause just nonsense. You know what I mean? As if we don't already have enough to deal with already. You know?
Right.
There's a lot of information in Discord. There really is. I'm glad to see that there's more cases being built in there. I did have somebody reach out. They should be having a series on their family murders release here, I think within the next week and a half. And then the family has asked me if I would edit it to take the not so pleasant things that family don't want to remember about their, because it's an entire trial. You know what I mean? It's an entire trial.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait to do that for them so that they can. It's. Once it all is said and done, I will link everything because it's going to be happening on. I can't remember if it's that. What is it that? Not in. I can't remember, something Prime.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be airing it. It's like the entire trial. I don't know. It's like interviews with the family.
That'd be cool.
I know. Wasn't it Ninja Chihuahua did a couple videos on Jenny's family?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was.
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Ninja. Ninja does some incredible videos.
She does. I love her videos.
I'm just waiting to play this one because this one's a real Debbie Downer. That's why I'm just chit-chatting with y'all. Till y'all ready to see the reality of just California. Just the last time that I looked at just California's statistics, their numbers, and then seeing people comment on Ninja's video and like giving you the actual. So I'll just. I think it was. Yeah, it was my comment. I think, was it? I know somebody put the statistics on here somewhere. It's like 300,000 kids a year.
Jesus.
Something like that. Could have sworn it was right in here. All right, y'all. You're all ready for the reality? This is California.
Let's do it.
I don't want to hear nothing.
First of all, if you're watching this video, thank you.
Like, this little girl's story still bothers me. Where is she? It's crazy to me that she was a violinist like Kylie.
I know that when I make a video about missing children, unless it's one of the ones that's been covered by popular creators, it tends to not get a lot of views. I don't know if people are just becoming desensitized to missing children's cases.
Talk about it.
Or if it is just a case of there's so much content there on YouTube that
I hope Kylie's song becomes a song for missing and exploited children.
You tend to go with what's familiar. But either way, if you're watching, thank you very much. And if you could help get this particular video out into the algorithm by clicking the like button and sharing, that would be great.
Matter of fact, I'm going to.
So you may have seen the video that I did a few months ago about a missing 16-year-old girl by the name of Mariana Hipska.
Yep.
There was very little information put out about her.
Nope.
This is just a 16-year-old, well, not.
In a 3-month period, okay, they put very minimal information about her, and then that was it. After 3 months, they gave up.
Done.
No new information, no investigation, no looking for her, no. Where are her parents?
Yeah.
I would love for her parents to reach out to a channel that cares.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Even if it's to, hey, she ran away. We know where she's at. She's safe. Like Chloe Bogan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just reach out. Let somebody know. Like, too often you get trolls that I saw her here or where, and then when you ask them to engage, they don't engage anymore.
This is a 16-year-old girl who is missing from Placer County, and that is pretty much all we know. When I made the original video, some troll made a comment on there that, oh, she's not missing, I saw her in church. And of course, when I questioned them about it and said, how can you prove this, or something along those lines, they vanished. No more comments. And I am going to say to any trolls who may consider doing such a thing again, that is the most inhumane, disgusting thing that a person could do. Yeah. To turn around and claim that a child isn't missing when they still are. So I decided the other day that I really wanted to check in and see if there was any news on this girl. So I did the usual Google search, and of course still came up with NCMEC and Placer County, and there was also a California website. But I also discovered that since she went missing in October of last year, the number of missing girls around her age from California is just insane. So I went onto the NCMEC page.
This is staggering.
And I had a look.
Mm-hmm.
And I scrolled back to a month before Mariana went missing. And I was astounded by the number of missing children.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I looked at other missing cases in the area, and
it's
Kylie Rodney came up as per usual. One of those cases that seems like it may never be solved.
That stepmom, though, you know?
So yeah, I'm going to leave this scrolling. I'll put some music on in the background. See, but my question is this.
Really bothers me that Mariana Hipska, Halloween is when she went missing. Remember there was like a whole bunch of missing kids on Halloween?
Yep.
Remember that? It's odd. It's very odd.
What's going on? First of all, why is it that when we look at just one single state in the United States, that the number of missing...
And it just makes you wonder, like, are they trafficking these girls to make them maids, to harvest babies? Like, it really makes you wonder, because there's no remains found, no information found, and then, like, you even have some of these people, their family members have come forward and they don't understand, and it makes them look suspicious, even though, like, it's probably a trafficking issue.
Right.
And it's so sad that you don't hear the parents of these kids coming forward. I mean, Carly's family has. The docuseries that's on YouTube with her entire family, each of them recount their stories. It makes you wonder what's happening to these girls. And it's crazy. It's predominantly females. I'm not saying the boys ain't getting snatched up too, because they are.
Oh, yeah.
And then that age bracket is also a concern.
The age bracket. Teenage girls is just insane.
Missing since 1990.
And why is it that we're not hearing anything about it? And that there never seems to be any progress made?
Nope.
Is it just that there are far too many missing children for law enforcement to adequately investigate? Is there a lack of information? Or is it that people just don't care?
She went missing 16.
There was a lot said early on when Kylie Rodney first went missing.
She'd be 22 as well.
Both her stepmother and her mother came out and made a lot of statements on social media. But there's silence there.
2011.
And as for Mariana, we've not heard anything from any family members.
2015.
All there is about this child being missing is a few listings.
Mamas, what are happening to your baby?
On missing children's pages or missing adults or missing persons pages.
April 6th, Nevaeh.
What's going on?
April
Why
5th,
are there so many missing
Egypt Crosby,
children?
April 4th. Renaya Moorhead.
And will it ever change?
Old. Come on, y'all. Nevaeh Lucky, 16 years old. Come on, y'all. California, you got a problem. You got a missing baby problem. Your community's children. Look at them. All of these babies. Jada, 14, man. Our last one was what, 12? Maya Glasgow, 15. Melody, 15. Josephina, 16. Anjanez, 14. Come on.
They're all at the same age. You noticing that, right?
That's what I'm saying. 14 to 17. Yep. Some are 12. This is sad, dude. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer. This needs to happen. We haven't done this in a hot minute. Stay up all night, you and me. When I'm with you, I feel free. Stay up all night, you and me. Brandy's only 15. These ages. Luciana, 15. Emily, 15. Man, there's so many. Yeah. It's 8 minutes of scrolling through these babies' names. Deshanti, 15. 13, Isabella. Hold up.
Yep.
Nah. 13. Isabella Ayala Melgoza. February 18th, 2024. Chula Vista, California. 13 years old. Come on. Whoa. Andrea Espinoza Escobar, February 13th, 2024. Hayward, California. 13 years old. Briannie Hines, February 9th, 2024. Inglewood, California. 13 years old. Oh, come on. This is the last picture you took of this baby and she's 9 years old?
Yeah, right?
Wow.
These programs out there that do these age transitions, come on, get this baby. Why is there no picture? She's 9. And it looks like she's, what, 2 in this picture?
Yeah, if that.
You tell me somebody hasn't taken a picture of her in 7 years? Then you need to start looking at this family. Emma Reka, February 6, 2024, Anaheim, California. What is going on? 9 years old, and this picture is her. She looked like she's, what, 2? 7 years. Too many. Keep it together. It's number 17 so much. Malaga, that's a really pretty name. 14, what? Come on. 12. Eliza, is that right? Jill Hernandez, January 18th, 2024. Placentia, California, 12 years old. She looks way older than 12.
She does.
Why is somebody letting her put all that makeup on? I'm sorry, I ain't trying to parent nobody, but why are you allowing her to do all that at 12? She looked like she's about 17 in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, baby, it's just us in this world. Nobody can change that. Hey, we gon' fuck up in this world, and we can't change that. Stay up all night, you and me. When I'm with you, I feel free. Stay up all night, you and me. When I'm with you, I feel
Landon Ritchie, November 30th, 2023, Carmichael, California, 14 years old. There she is. Heidi Perez, October 30th, 2023, Orange, California, 14. There's Mariana right there. Roseville. These are some young ass kids. What is going on in this state, man? But if I was in the state of California, I'd be writing all of my legislature.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what's crazy to me is how they're so hyper focused on doing all of these community meetings, these public meetings, these real estate meetings. Meanwhile, you got a missing kid problem. Like, growing your popularity and branching out should be the least of your worries. Beautifying bushes and making different new codes so you can make more money off of writing all these new city ordinances and codes. Like, you got a missing kid problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way you're choosing to fund your what? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on with fucking California. I really don't. 15 years old. It's just heartbreaking, man.
Super sad.
Y'all make sure you get over and follow Ninja Chihuahua. Her videos are just always so very well done.
She's so good.
I'm gonna make sure I get her link out there. I've been checking out Mark. I've been ingesting so much YouTube and doing so many things. That's why I literally I haven't really been going live because I'm just consuming while doing me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I try to drop shorts. I try to keep, you know what I mean, updated with people. What just happened? That was weird.
I don't know.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Why does he keep dancing? I don't know. What y'all gonna do after this live? What you all gonna do? You gonna go night-night? Lala's like, yo.
Did we lose her? Aw.
Yep, we did. Weird shit just happened. I don't know what that was about.
My volume button has been going up and down on its own too.
I don't have much more to talk about other than that. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing on SoFire with my Rumble, and I'm going to keep trying to go live, you know what I mean, here and there. I know I need to have a live to where I do a giveaway, but until today's the first day that I've been feeling normal. It's been almost 2 weeks. I've been feeling like shit. I'm finally feeling a little bit, able to do things. Oh, her phone died. It's all right, baby. I love you. Thank you for being here, Lala. I'm so glad she came up tonight.
You're right, Billy. It's not just a California problem.
No, it's really not just a California problem. However, it doesn't look like California's doing anything at a pace that other states are. That's just my opinion, you know?
I love you, Lala.
Mm-hmm. But it's just Kylie opened my eyes up to an issue in California that I can't look away from it. I just cannot do it. I'm not trying to pick on California by any means because it's a global problem. It's just, I want to stay focused on what I'm staying focused on, because there's so many other creators out there focusing on things that I don't need to. You know what I mean? Because they're doing a great job doing what they're doing. I feel like there's not enough people speaking on Kylie Rodney and cases around there. And that's why I continue doing what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm feeling better. If I don't make it to the post office tomorrow, I'm going to make it there Monday. And then once I get everything shipped out and good to go, because like, even like, Crane, I got shirts coming for you, I think. No, I don't.
No.
Not till I start the LLK ones. No, I don't have for you and Lala, because you both are getting the LLK shirts. I have one crew shirt, but I can't see the sense in just sending multiple packages, so I'll wait until whenever. But yeah, like Ninja, I want to get hers out. Kenny, I want to get his out. You know what I mean? I have a lot of orders that I have to send overseas, and it's $25 a pop per shipment, international.
Oh no!
But I'm trying to do all my international orders first.
It's horrible. I know you're not, Billy. I was just reading chat. It's horrible worldwide. I mean,
oh, I know you're not offended at all, because you see the same problem that we see. But yeah, it's not just a California problem. I see it all over. Matter of fact, Miss Lala had sent a thing with TBI. TBI had 11 missing children from the Knox County area were located after a 2-day joint operation in Tennessee. They did Operation Rocky Top Rescue, and they were able to get intelligence analysts, detectives that identified numerous juveniles who were missing from the Knoxville area. 16 of those children were located, and 11 returned home. I guess the other 5, were just known to be okay. 11 of the juveniles ranging from 14 to 17 years old who were previously identified as missing, delinquent, or runaways were located and are now safe. I wish we would see more trafficking busts. That's what I'm really pushing for our government to do, you know?
Did they give any information about who they caught?
No. Because this wasn't trafficking. This is what I'm going to assume, is that the 11 juveniles weren't any, like they claim that this operation was to crack down on trafficking and stuff. But from what I gather here, it just, because Lala said something about
runaways.
Some of them were found in a cult, but I don't see any of that information in either of these articles. You see what I'm saying? So I'll wait till I get in contact. I'm sure we could get Lala to drop the link to information in Discord.
Okay.
Because I'll focus all over and play, like when she has something with Florida or something like that. Matter of fact, a couple of those cases, because I follow the Florida missing. Like there's no updates on like the whole railroad track just disappeared. And then they found her flip-flops. One was going one way and one was going the other. Like she crawled down in that hole. No. People don't just vanish. They don't just disappear. Someone either did something to them or snatched them. People don't just. And then California has that weird law to where like people after a certain age, like they have the right to, I don't know, to run away or whatever. Whatever. I mean, you're a grown ass adult. If you leave, okay, cool. But these kids, I have a problem with that. Yeah, I don't see anything. They're going to cast a wider net to find 25 remaining targeted juveniles. See, this doesn't say anything. See, I'm going to have to find something on that. I don't got anything else. That's it. Oh, I could close that.
Ruh-roh.
That's all I got.
Thanks for having me up, Shan.
Text me if you need anything.
Okay.
You know I'll chit chat with you. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off here. I'll probably come back tomorrow on SoFire or Sunday and play some video games, hang out. And then likely Monday night, I'll do some shirt giveaways, if that's all right with y'all. I'm sure y'all want some shirts. They're like, shut the fuck up and just give me away one right now.
All right. I'm going. I love you.
All right, babe. I love you.
Bye,
Thank you guys for being here. Everybody have an excellent night.
Bye. Justice for Kylie.
Justice for Kylie. Yeah. See, look at that. We did it at the same time. I love y'all.
Love you.
God bless.